My name's Michael Stormzy Omari, and I'm playing Yards in Brotherhood. My character in the film, I'm a part of a gang, we're a gang, like a little gang, and like it's four young guys, myself, Yards, Marshall, Drew, and Wino, and like we're like the little foot soldiers in it. So and Yards is the more laid back kind of dangerous character who doesn't really get too involved, but you can see there's a bit of a dark side to him. So yeah, being on set with the whole cast, being on set with Noel's been amazing. Like I feel like luckily I before doing this, I was quite nervous for obvious reasons, being a musician, never doing acting before, like literally going from not doing any acting to the big screen, like not no little theatre in between, like literally just being in the movie. So it's like, yeah, this is crazy. But Noel especially has been helping me so much. The cast, especially the lads, Fads, Jack, Calvin, they've been proper like helping me along the ways, like with my lines, like yeah, do this, Storms, like do this. So yeah, man, everyone's been supportive, man. It's been. I think it's like the perfect introduction to acting, and it's a proper family vibe, proper friendly vibe. Everyone's mad cool, man. We get a lot of joke on the scene as well. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, that was a shock. Like I feel like, do you know what? It wasn't that much of a shock, but I feel like with creative arts, you never really know the grind behind what goes on with things. So, for example, even with myself, like my supporters, all they see is like an album or a show or a new song. They will never see the 20 hours in the studio or the 10 hours at the video shoot. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's what it is with acting. Like you see the movies, you see like Noel, you see all these big actors and it just looks like a walk in the park until you're on set and it's like, wow, like there's a lot of hard work that goes into this. So like I should have known from before being a creative, but like now seeing it live and direct, being like a first hand witness, like yeah, I proper respect the craft now, man. When Kidulthood first came out, I just remember being a youth. Like I can't remember how old I was. I was young though. I want to say maybe about 12, 13, 11, around them. I don't know, but I was proper young, and it was like, for me, it was like, wow, this is the first ever time you're seeing street culture, like what I'm going through, what my friends are going through, what everyone in my area and everyone at school's going through, like live on the telly. And it was so like explicit as well. Like looking back, like back then I thought, yeah, this is raw. But looking back now, I'm like flipping neck. Like that is like proper, like they caught the street culture. Like Noel did a great job of that. So yeah, man, like being a part of it now is incredible. And back then, I just remember feeling like this is the only representation of like London street culture that I've ever seen on any sort of platform. Like you get like little glimpses of it here and there, but in terms of like a feature length movie, like demonstrating that, it was like wow, like I didn't even think this was allowed, like let alone like flipping on the big screen. So yeah, man, it was good. I think if that's the attitude people like have towards a film like this, then like what the hell is Scarface and The Godfather and movies like that advocating? Do you know what I mean? Like all these, excuse me, all these movies are like they're just like screenshots and like and little moments of real life that are captured and kind of exploded onto a big screen. So like that's just they're taking stuff that's really going on and just putting it in a movie. So it's nothing to shy away from. Like so, it's not promoting anything to the youth. It's just saying this is what's happening. Like literally, like this is what's happening in life right now. Same way with Scarface and Godfather and Green Street and all these films. You know what I mean? Like they're not. Like, I don't feel like they're promoting violence or like, yes, kids, like go and do this. It's not that. It's like this is what's going on, and we're gonna show you what's going on, and we're gonna make it a bit entertaining, and we're gonna use our imagination a bit. But like this is taken from real life. So yeah, man. The track that stuck out to me the most was Bashi, Kidulthood to Adulthood. 'Cause I remember I had that on my phone. It was like a Maniac production, and it was dark. And Bashi's a G. Like I got to big up Bashi for that, because like listening back to that, he caught the movie like in the soundtrack. It's so mad to listen back to. Like he caught the movie. Like, but yeah, I'm trying to go from kidulthood to adulthood. I know, and Louis Cassien's on the hook and that. Yeah, bro, that's the. I think that's the track that will stand out to most people, and maybe a few Plan B rhythms as well. That was in there as well. So yeah, man. I feel like the sick thing with the Kidulthood, Adulthood, Brotherhood trilogy is that like you see the growth of like UK stars, like literally, like even with Arnold, like being in the films, and now what he's doing now is like, bruv, like you was here like a few years ago, and now you're doing like he's in Hollywood, he's with Reese Witherspoon, all these mad things, and Plan B's in Adulthood, and fuck, like he's gone on to do crazy things. He's directing movies now and that. So like I feel like it's one of them beautiful stories, especially because it's so grassroots and so foundation, like, and it's that kind of, it's like a little gateway. So hopefully, like if history repeats itself, hopefully in a few years' time, I'll be in Hollywood or directing my own movie. I don't know how it's gonna go with me, but yeah, man, like this is what a better, you can't get a better start, really, can you? The reason why I've done the film is because I've always, in terms of acting, like as you said, like I feel like it's always this it's just tradition for artists to go on their musical journey, get to a certain level of popularity and fame, and they spin off into acting, and they get like a little movie role, do this. Like it happens with all the big stars. They might do like a guest feature here. So I always thought that was like just a normal tradition, but like with this, I think it was so different. I always said like I'm gonna stay away from acting. Like I'm not an actor. Like I respect actors enough to kind of stay away from their territory. But when Noel hit me up about this, I was like you couldn't plan like a better acting debut. Like Brotherhood, the last film in the Kidulthood series, like which we've all grown up on. Like my sisters, my brothers, like my family, like my friends, my area, London, like everyone. Like there's not a person I know in my phone book like who I speak to who has not seen or doesn't know like lines. Like it was such a big part of youth culture. Like it was the movie. Like in terms of like when I grew up, like, and where I grew up, like that was the movie associated with us. Like it's weird. Like I don't know. Like maybe like your mums and your dads and your granddads have like a film that was their kind. Like that Kidulthood was ours, which is crazy. So when I got the message from Noel to come do it, I was like, if it's gonna start anywhere, what a better like it can't like what a better place to start. So I kind of thought, yeah, maybe acting's a kind of thing that you do later on in your career, but the opportunity is here now, so I'll be foolish to not take it, man. That's the beauty of social media and the internet right now, and I think it's also like I credit Noel for that. Like I feel like because a lot of people try and go the long way. It's so weird because you're meant to professionally you go the long way around. You do the emails and you talk to this guy and talk to that guy, but I feel like Noel coming from a similar place to where I come from, and like knowing how it is, and knowing that if like real recognize real, and it's love, and it's just like, yo, like I hit you up like that. So he just hit me like, yeah, like, and then he got my number and we spoke on the phone, And yeah, we just got it cracking, man. And I feel like that was the perfect way. Like, it didn't need to be like he already knew that I'm familiar with Kidulthood. Being a 22-year-old from South London, he knows already that I've seen these movies and I love these movies because we all do. Do you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, it just needed to be that. Like, yo, like, I already know who Noel is. I respect him. Do you know what I mean? I admire his work. So, yeah, man, it was just that. It was just like, yeah, like, you want to do this? Yeah, I want to do this. Let's flip and do it. It was literally that. I loved the smooth process of it. It weren't like, no, like, it was just like, bro, like, I want to do this. This is fun. This is something I'm going to enjoy. This is something that'll be good for everyone. Like, it's very important for like what's happening right now. I feel like there's so much going on with UK underground music that it shouldn't just be about the music. I think comedy and acting and film and fashion, like that should all, that UK underground culture, UK street culture should be taking over all them things. So with the film coming out, of course I'll be a part of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if I wasn't in the film and I was just doing like the soundtrack, I want to be a part of it. Do you know what I mean? So actually getting a role in it is the best thing I could have asked for, to be honest, man. Yeah, 100%. I'm on the soundtrack, 100%, 100%. I think what I'm going to take away from acting that I can apply to my music is the ideas. Like, I understand now the power of acting. Like, even, like, sometimes I'm watching Jack and Calvin and Fads and that work, and I'm like, wow, shit, man, like even Calvin's a good example, because sometimes he walks around set, yeah, and he's rehearsing, like, say, man, I might walk around my room spitting, he's just walking around like in zone, and I'm looking at him like, wow, like, is he alright? But he's perfectly fine. He's just acting. I'm like, shit, man. Like, you capture a whole different kind of emotion and a whole different kind of essence in the film. And I was like, bruv, like, acting is so powerful. You don't really, because we're just always behind the screen, just watching it, like, flipping, chilling on the sofa. Like, but you don't understand that it's difficult, and it can, like, draw you out of your world. Like, even when you're watching these things, you're enwrapped in this person who's not their character. They're just a normal cool guy, but he's this flipping menacing character, and you're looking at him like, how can he be so mean? But that's not him. But you're now in a different thing. It's mad. So I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna learn from this and apply it to my music. The folk with acting, like, especially being on set, like, the amount of things that are going on set for me, especially the kind of music that I do, like, I'm not used to 100 people on set. Even when I'm shooting a video, like, there's been times when it's literally just me and the cameraman in like a flipping random estate just shooting. So, like, now there's like 20 actors, like 20 cameramen, flipping behind the scenes, flipping like just so much things going on, like the lighting guy, the sound guy, you're getting mic'd up, they're getting the car ready, and it's like a zoo. Like, I was thinking, this is frying my brain. I don't even know what's going on here, but yeah, man, it's like, it shows me that that's another way to do things as well, because I'm proper like, let's just get 2 people and we're gonna do it this, but like, production wise, there's do you know what I mean? There's ways you can work it. So hopefully, I'm learning though. I'm good at kind of taking little pieces of things and kind of like dashing them over there and saying, yeah, that works. So yeah, I'm independent because I like my freedom, and I'm very, when I have an idea, I know all I need to do is take that idea and get it out, and I don't like anything getting in the way of that. This is why I think like me and Noah are quite similar, because even though it's a big movie, he's very hands on, and he's very like he's acting in it. He writ it. He's direct. It's mad. Do you know what I mean? And I can imagine me doing that. Like, if I was to ever do a movie, like, I'll be watching everything like, nah, but that needs to be like that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's your idea. That's why, like, even coming on set, like, it's weird for me because I'm used to being like, where it's my thing and you do that, but me coming here was like, this isn't your idea. This isn't your precious baby of an idea. This isn't your, like, your vision. This is Noel's. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know how it's going on in his head. So I'm going to him, I'm saying like, no, like, well, how do you want me to do this? You know what I mean? Where usually I know what I want to do. Like this is, I know what I'm doing. This is my plan. This is my vision. But yeah, so it's the complete opposite where it's like, this ain't your vision. Like you do not that I don't have a say. He's never gone, no, you don't have a say here. But it's like, well, like that you can't, you've got like a kind of, you got to flex around and improvise around this whole theme. Do you know what I mean? So it's not my vision. Like I couldn't turn around and say, yeah, but yeah, Yards, I reckon Yards listens to reggae and he's flipping, he smokes weed. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, yeah, like you can't just take him. It's like, well, this is the vision that Noel had for Yards, and I need to. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I see what you're saying. And I'm gonna try and adapt to that. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm from South London, like Croydon, Fulton Heath, Norbury. Like I used to float between the two, and how it's changed since I was a kid. It's so mad, like, because I always feel like as much I went from being in my city and breathing my city and loving my city and repping my city to having to do that away from my city. Where like it's weird because I've lived there all my life and I was always there on the roads every day, all of that stuff, to now I'm never there, but I'm still very much South London. Like even when people, where you from? Yeah, I'm from. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm repping where I'm from, but I feel like I'm not really in touch with what's going on there anymore. Not in a bad way. I think in a beautiful kind of way where like I've kind of taken my city, let it build me and let it be a part of me, and I've kind of gone on to the big wide world. Do you know what I mean? But like so, in terms of my city, I feel like I love the way that I don't see what we used to go through anymore. And I don't know whether that's because I'm so out of touch or whether it's actually just gotten better. But back in the day, like I remember you couldn't drive up the high road or drive past the chicken shops or without seeing like 20 of us on pushbacks, like having like nothing to do, just out here with literally not even to, well, we're out here causing trouble, but it's like we're out here just trying to have fun, make a buck, like pause, like kill some time. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really see that no more. And maybe I'm not in my city enough to see it, but when I'm there, I never see that. And I think that's a very good thing, man. What I don't like about my city since about 10 years, Brixton's always been like a very tight knit community, and everyone knows it. Like I'm probably about 15-20 minutes from Brixton. But yeah, and like there's people who have lived in Brixton all their life, and that do you know what I mean? That's all they know, and I feel like that's like on a deeper one. That's so foul. Like coming to someone's home and saying and not, do you know what it is? And it's the sneaky way they go about it. It's not even like, okay, like, guys, leave. It's like, okay, we're just gonna make it very, very, very difficult for you to live here. But you can live here if you got the money, but it's basically saying you can't. Yeah, I feel like it's with, as I said before, like when I was younger and then Kidulthood first came out, it was like, wow, like this is what we're going through, and someone's finally like, wow, there's a movie about it, like, and I feel like that feeling there, like everyone should be able to feel that within film. If you get what I'm saying, you should always. I feel like there should always be a film for a community or peoples where it's like, yes, this is similar. This is like this gets it. This gets me. Do you know what I mean? And that was what we had with Kidulthood and Adulthood, like where for once, like someone was telling our story. Do you know what I mean? So. What's going on, people? It's your boy Stormzy here. Watch out for Brotherhood coming to the big screen near you, featuring myself, Noel Clarke, and many, many, many talented flipping actors who are better actors than me. But yeah.
He might not like me saying that, but I feel like he's an actor more now than a rapper.